Welcome to the home of WWE news, rumors, and gossip in real time. Click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications today. Don't forget to become a channel member and send a super thanks donation below. And now, your host. He is the most consistent and dedicated in YouTube history, Seanzviewent.
Now, as many viewers, fans, and subscribers know, we almost lost the game Triple H due to heart failure, due to a massive heart issue, due to a major critical heart event for the game Triple H. We almost lost him. Triple H could have been a goner. Triple H would have been rest in peace to R.I.P. And now we move into this critical story, ladies and gentlemen. According to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, hell, according to The Undertaker himself, according to Michelle McCool, and according to other sources, The Undertaker faced the same fate, death. The Undertaker is known as the Dead Man. While The Undertaker almost lived up that gimmick truthfully and legitimately by almost dying in a hospital, whether it was the hospital or the ICU, The Undertaker had to undergo surgery due to AFib, due to a heart condition. The Undertaker was not feeling right. He was not doing well. The Undertaker was in some critical condition, according to some sources. And The Undertaker is a phenom. He's a legend. He's an icon. He's a Hall of Famer. The Undertaker is a lot of different things, but what we don't want The Undertaker to be is literally the Dead Man, because The Undertaker was almost a dead man several weeks ago following WrestleMania 41. Now, the details are being unraveled online. The details are being unraveled on your TVs, on your iPhones, your iPads, YouTube. It's all over online. It's sweeping the globe. It's sweeping the nation. The Undertaker almost found himself on the other side. The Undertaker almost found himself in death. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a rumor. This is not speculation. The Undertaker very well could have died. And listen, The Undertaker has died many times. The Undertaker has passed away. The Undertaker has been killed on WWE television many times. Oh, yeah, he's been burned in a casket. He's been taken out by a car. He's been taken out by Kane, Randy Orton. He's been burned. He's been literally earned. The Undertaker has been killed and has had many death storylines in the WWE, okay? The Undertaker has died multiple times on WWE television, on whether it be Raw, SmackDown, a pay-per-view. The flames were burning, but this was legitimate. This was realistic. This was as natural and organic as it got for The Undertaker. Now this all but proves, unfortunately and sadly, that now that The Undertaker had heart surgery, The Undertaker will never, ever be able to wrestle in the ring ever again in the WWE or for any wrestling promotion. This pretty much seals the fate of The Undertaker. But I'd much rather still have The Undertaker breathing and alive than to put it all on the line and go in the ring. So look at this, guys. If you're looking at this, if you're looking at the perspectives here, we could have lost both Triple H and The Undertaker. Could have already been dead and gone already. Isn't that sad? Isn't that tragic? Just think about that for one moment. We almost lost Triple H. No matter what you feel about him, no matter what you think about him, no matter what you think about Triple H's creative, you don't wish people death unless they've done something like ridiculous, like, I don't know. I can't even say it online how bad somebody could do something. But unless you have literally, done something that you cannot come back from. The Undertaker and Triple H have never done, to my knowledge, they've never done anything terrible. They've never done anything bad. They've never done anything tragic. Well, I can't say they've never done anything bad, but you know what I'm saying. YouTube is very bad with what you can say and what you can't say, censorship and all that. But all I know is a big report going out there, a big backstage report about The Undertaker and how we almost didn't make it, how we almost lost The Undertaker. Now, we've lost The Undertaker many times on WWE television. Make no mistake about it. But this one was as real gets. A situation that Michelle McCool, his wife, kept private until now. Speaking about the scare, Michelle McCool explained that The Undertaker had been experiencing heart issues for several weeks leading up to WrestleMania this year. The situation escalated right after they returned from the event when they rushed back to the hospital at 6 a.m. for a heart procedure. It was terrifying, she said, revealing that they had already spent 4 nights in the hospital just 2 weeks before the show. Michelle McCool said The Undertaker had been in chronic AFib, a condition where the heart beats irregularly. Surprisingly, he hadn't noticed any major symptoms. You came in a few times out of breath, she recalled, and I'd burst your balls like, dude, you were just throwing the ball with the dog. A scheduled heart scan that Michelle McCool had arranged back in January turned out to be life-saving. The Undertaker visited a doctor on March 28th, but they initially wouldn't run the exam. She managed to secure another appointment that same day, which ultimately revealed the chronic AFib condition. By the grace of God, we found out that day medication failed to help, and they ended up in the ER after a weekend of flag football and increasing symptoms. Despite the gravity of the situation, and it was grave, it was very grave. The Undertaker still made the trip to Las Vegas, something he wasn't supposed to do. She admitted that while she understood his decision, it's been incredibly stressful. All I wanted to focus on was you, your heart, the Undertaker's heart, and getting you in what was to the best cardiologist, she said. Ultimately, the couple credits early testing and persistent follow-ups with potentially saving the Undertaker's life. As we all know, The Undertaker appeared at the WWE Hall of Fame ceremony before WrestleMania 41 to induct Michelle McCool. It's because of the heart issues that you've been having weeks prior, which by the grace of God, we found out just by it ended up being terrifying. The next day we got home from WrestleMania. The next day at 6 a.m., we were at the hospital for a little bit of heart surgery. And the Undertaker said, oh, yeah, just a little bit. It was your heart. There was this little sidebar going on, a sidebar for 5 weeks. It was terrifying. Undertaker says, I wasn't supposed to go to Las Vegas. You did. You made me go have a test done, and thank God for that. I didn't even know that anything was wrong, says The Undertaker. We went to the hospital. The numbers were out of whack. Heartbeat was out of whack. Your ejection fraction of how the blood was pumping or whatever was 30%. It wasn't much. It's supposed to be 100. Obviously, we ended up staying in the hospital for 4 nights where they actually had to cardiovert you and shock you back to a normal rhythm. That sadly lasted, 24 hours, maybe 48. After that, we go home. 2 days later, you're back in AFib, man. I was stressed. So, yeah, no, please, no. We cannot lose the Phenom. We cannot lose the Undertaker. We cannot lose the conscience of World Wrestling Entertainment. We cannot lose the man, the myth. Nobody can resemble, nobody can have that kind of character, that kind of leverage, that kind of backing, that kind of support, the kind of respect, the kind of admiration that the Undertaker brings to the ring. A locker room leader. For all intents and purposes. But ladies and gentlemen, we could be doing a very, very different video right now if it weren't for Michelle McCool, if it weren't for The Undertaker getting checked out. All the stars aligned correctly, that The Undertaker is still alive and well, that The Undertaker is still breathing right now. Thank God. So you see the headline, you see the title, you see the description of the video. If it weren't for you, there would be no Seanzview. We do around-the-clock content. We try to give you hourly updates each and every day. That is why it's so important to set a reminder. Yes, set a reminder on your phone, your iPad, your laptop, your TV, your watch, whatever it may be, to watch the brash and the brazen day in and day out as we escalate it, as we calculate it, as we give you, this is your reigning source. This is the unapologetic, the brash and the brazen. But The Undertaker definitely faced deadly circumstances, and it could have been very, very deadly. Not for the weak of heart, not for the faint of heart, ladies and gentlemen. Is WWE Shop about to sell Blake Monroe's bath water? Her shower water? Really? Is that what the WWE Shop is about to do? Well, we know, Mariah May, who's now known as Blake Monroe, reveals bizarre WWE merchandise pitch where they almost sold her bath water. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. TNA reinforces a slap rule after the Ariana Grace and Tessa Blanchard go off script. Yes, they went off script reportedly at Under Siege in TNA. Also, spoiler on Goldberg's next WWE appearance. It would seem over the next several weeks, we will see Goldberg a lot more consistent. Do you want to see the return of Bill Goldberg on our WWE TVs? He's been training hard. He's been getting in shape. He's been getting and fighting for him. It looks like Goldberg is looking and is eyeing another world title in WWE. WWE talent are on edge with another potential release looming in the company. Yes, WWE talent are on edge. WWE talent are walking on eggshells reportedly, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters at this hour, at this time. Who will be the next released? Who will be the next pink slip from World Wrestling Entertainment? There's been rumors and rumblings all day long about who the next one is going to be. There was rumors, there was gossip about Logan Paul being the next one to go. But again, that was just speculation. That was just gossip from those. But ladies and gentlemen, that is what we give to you. The best of the brash and the brazen. We give you the significance. We give you the performance. We give you the dominance. We increase it to an all-time high because we literally do believe in the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers, and the integrity of the show. As Kurt Angle would once say, the 3 I's: intensity, integrity, and intelligence. Luchasaurus. Remember Luchasaurus, AEW? Has been cleared to return for months as his AEW absence continues. The AEW plans for All-In match revealed by a spoiler. Tiffany Stratton throws first pitch at the New York Mets game. The Undertaker underwent heart surgery the morning after WrestleMania 41. Also, Ron Killings, R-Truth, drops multiple F-bombs in a response to criticism over his WWE Raw promo. So now R-Truth is really going to mature audiences only. TV 14. R-Truth dropping F-bombs all over the place. WWE is in the process of launching a new women's tag team. What's that all about? Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, Goldberg is expected to make regular appearances on Raw after his WWE return. WWE has major plans in for Mr. Iguana in weekly programming. Nikki Bella confirms in-ring return won't be a one-off. It won't just be a one-time deal. Nikki Bella will be there more than you can fucking count. Also, Triple H allegedly rewriting WWE storylines to catch leakers. Again, true or not, we don't know. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Ex-WWE star reveals that they almost died during an infamous match. Fans of the Attitude Era certainly remember Terry Runnels, who was part of numerous controversial storylines. In fact, Runnels has now revealed how she almost died on live television. It happened during a fluff match that involved tar and feather spots where she hadn't expected was the amount of syrup that would be poured on her, gallons of it. Runnels made the mistake of trying to take a breath right before the syrup hit, and as she opened her mouth, the syrup rushed in and coated her throat. Things got worse when the pin feathers from a feathered pillow were added. The feathers entered her mouth and stuck to the syrup in her throat, making it nearly impossible for her to breathe. Terry admitted that at that moment she genuinely thought she was going to die on live television. It was a frightening and chaotic situation that the crew didn't even seem to realize what was happening at the time. So, a lot of consequences, a lot of sequences to unravel and unveil right here on this very show, The Brash and the Brazen. If it weren't for you, there would be no Seanzview. We try to keep you glued to your screens, whether it be a cell phone, an iPhone, a desktop, a tablet. Seanzview Entertainment is going to put the E back in entertainment. Plenty more to come. Subscribe.